Hello, everybody. This is William Clark for the Last Stand podcast, and this is number 9 in the series that I've got going here. It's been going very well, and I appreciate all the likes and all the thumbs up and all the subscribers. I really appreciate it. It's amazing how it makes you feel when you notice that somebody is trying to actually listen to what you have to say. Today, I want to talk about our current reality and how it ties in to the book I wrote called Arco Mesa. I wrote this book primarily wanting to discuss the Mandela effect and CERN and how I have noticed since 2012 how things have changed. Now, I know everybody gets into this thing about, the Berenstein Bears, all these things, but I want to look a little further into this. The world has changed. It continues to change. It continues to morph into something. I honestly believe there's a kind of madness in the world right now. It tends to affect people to the point whereas they literally lose all sense of logic and go off the deep end politically, socially, culturally. Wrong is right. Black is white. White is black. It's totally upside down. And people will tend to defend things now that just are illogical. They don't make sense, which to me is a sign of mental illness. I see it. It's more pervasive than I've ever seen it before. Now, a lot of it may be because we have more social media than we've ever had before. We've had the internet. Everybody's got a phone. Everybody's got a recording device to record every bit of madness they encounter. But collectively, there is a world change that I've noticed in people. Almost a frenzied type of, like they say, quiet desperation in people. And they try to put a handle on it. The Mandela effect, the woke mentality, the Trump derangement syndrome, whatever. But it is a pervasive madness. I believe a mental illness. I think it's caused by several factors. One is that our culture and the world in general has been highly sexualized. And it starts when kids are young and in media. It's too much. And the world has bought into it. Number two, the social media thing. Supposedly it was to bring us closer together. We've never been further apart. Marriages are down, dating is down, childbirth is down. It's all because of, a lot of it is because we're too preoccupied with what I'm doing here, social media. And number three, the economics of the world right now. It's very tough if you're not predisposed to wealth to make a really decent living and have some real dreams of prosperity in the economies we're dealing with now. And I am not right or left. I'm just saying reality is that it's tough. People are just getting by. People are still buying food with credit cards. They're not able to pay their bills. And all of this adds to this cultural dislocation. And I see it. Well, it ties into my book, Arco Mesa. As a writer, I noticed this. I see it. I felt it. I really felt it shift around 2012. Now, around that time, or even before that, between 2005 and 2006 and 8, I had a pretty high clearance in the government. I had an SSCI. I had a Q clearance. I worked especially with the Department of Energy nuclear program. I was the CAT team coordinator, which was a special operations team that did force-on-force drills against security sites, nuclear power facilities, etc. Anyway, after I got out of there and got done doing that, around 2012, I noticed a real change in people, attitudes, how they thought about things, how we treated each other. I saw a real shift. Then I really started to write in earnest. Well, I wrote Arco Mesa trying to put a definition on what I was feeling. And I wrote this book with the intention of trying to answer some of those questions, trying to figure out why I was feeling what I was feeling through research. Now, I'm not going to blame everything on CERN because that's too easy. The Hadron Particle Accelerator in Switzerland. I'm not going to blame it on that altogether. I think it maybe had a part in it, but something has changed. We have shifted. So what I want to say to you, there's nothing we can collectively do about this shift. There's nothing we can do about whatever scientists in the lab somewhere did that changed the reality we now live in. There's nothing we can do about it. You just have to deal with it. But what we can do is be cognizant and live in the moment. Now, as a writer, you are a keen observer of what's going on around you. You need to be. Nuance. What I mean by that is you need to be in the moment because the moments are changing, literally changing under our feet. So you need to be cognizant of now. You need to be living in now. The Bible even says that. Sufficient is the evil thereof. In other words, don't worry about tomorrow. Be cognizant of it. Be responsible. But don't get wound around the wheel about what's going to happen because God's in charge. Got to believe that. You got to believe in a higher order. Now, yeah, I know there are people out there who don't believe in God. I know that. That's okay. Fine. Believe in something. I happen to believe in it. I believe there's a divine order. I believe that there is a control. But as I said in my past videos, man has free will. That pesky free will that gets us in all kinds of trouble. What I want to tell you, you need to live in the moment and you need to take joy and happiness in the small things because they add up. Small things. Like I said before, when I get down and out and I get to feeling really bad, I force myself to get in my truck and I go get myself a double cheeseburger and fries at this place that makes really good cheeseburgers. I know it sounds simple and it sounds dumb and oversimplified, but it's the little things because I want to enjoy the moment. And it helps pull me out of things a bit. Same way with relationships, people. You know, I've been married now 20 years. Wonderful woman. God does not know she's down here from heaven. And when he does, he's going to take her away from me. That's how wonderful she is. But as days and weeks and months go by, when we're living together, we tend to pass each other and not really acknowledge how great it is to be married to each other. How much I appreciate her. How much she makes my life full. Now, and I have been for some time, every day, I acknowledge how much I care about her, how much I love her, how nice she looks. What can I do for her? What kind of food can I fix for you? That's not lowering myself. That's elevating myself and elevating her. Because she deserves those things. I love her. She deserves it. Doesn't diminish me at all helping her and serving her a meal or a compliment. Doesn't diminish me at all. That's what I mean about being in the moment. Enjoy your pet. When's the last time you really paid attention to your dog or your cat? I mean, really paid attention to them because, by God, they pay attention to you. They can't wait to see you during the day. You leave for 10 minutes, you come back, it's like you've been gone a year. When have you appreciated your job? You may not like it, but it provides an income. Those groceries in your icebox right now, that was paid for by your work. the lights are on over your head and the roof over your head, that house, that couch you're sitting on, those chairs you're sitting on, those are paid by your hard work. Those are blessings. The clothes you're wearing, those are blessings. Again, I am not oversimplifying how tough life can be. I know it's tough. But you can't look at that. You got to look at the things that make you happy at the moment. Because the moments are gone. That one's gone. That one's gone. That one's gone. You got to be in the moment. So, on all the things about the Mandela effect and all the things that are changing, yeah, I believe they're changing. I believe something happened. I believe that in 2012, things shifted. I can't do anything about that. I don't have the political juice. I don't have the contacts. What am I going to do? The only thing I can do, as the Bible says, persevere. In other words, that's a fancy way of saying hang in there. Live in the moment. Enjoy the small things. Take note of them. Remember them. And keep those memories safe in your heart. That's how you get through these times. This pervasive madness now that's encompassing the planet, don't be part of it. Keep your center. Be an observer. Remember, be as gentle as a dove and wise as a serpent. Point is, you're quiet. You're watching. When I was in these combat zones and these hostile zones, the guy you want to be next to is the guy who's not saying anything. He's just watching. The guy you don't want to be next to is the one talking about how tough he's going to kill and how bad he's going to do all the enemy and how much of a hero he is. That's the guy you want to stay away from. The guy you want to be next to is the guy who's not saying a word. He's sizing up the situation so he can act correctly. Be the quiet one. Be the quiet one. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth. You're supposed to listen twice as much as you're supposed to talk. You got 2 eyes. You got a working brain. Watch what's going on around you. Observe. And then when you have logic and a good way to go, make your move. Don't react. Anybody can react. Anybody can fly off the handle. It takes maturity, a sense of logic, and control to control yourself. Don't let circumstance of people around you push your button and say something and do something you're going to regret. Because you can't take it back. Because that moment, it just left. And some things you can't take back. Some words you can't take back. Be in the moment. Enjoy what's going on around you right now. Because you know what? Even though you may have trials and tribulations, there are good points to your day. Even though you're out of work and you got 18 cents in your pocket and you're looking for change in your couch so you can get a Big Mac this afternoon, there's still good times ahead. You're going to make it. That old saying, tough times don't last, but tough people do. It also applies to quiet people too. I've had to learn that because I got a big mouth. In my younger days, I could fly off the handle just like that. And the problem was I was not a tough guy. So I'd lose a physical altercation because I run my mouth. I don't do that anymore. I listen. I listen to those who have something to say. I'll weigh it. I'll think about it. And then I'll act. But Arco Mesa, my book that I wrote, that's with Amazon right now, it's me trying to put answers to some questions that I've had for some time now. It's fiction. It's really good. It's a good story. It takes place overseas with CERN and Hadron Collider and espionage and all kinds of cool stuff. Arco Mesa is my attempt to be in the moment, which I encourage you to. Be in the moment. Appreciate your woman. Appreciate your husband. Appreciate your kids. Appreciate your pets. Appreciate the job you got. Or that $22 you got in your pocket right now that you've been saving. You ain't told the wife about because that's hamburger money. Appreciate what you have, guys, ladies. It's really important. Again, I'm not oversimplifying how tough life is right now. I just want you to know I've gone through it, and I'm giving you some lessons that I've learned. As a writer, I'm an observer, and I would encourage you to be an observer. Somebody says something to you that just grinds the gears. Eat it, think about it, take a deep breath, move on. Don't let it steal your joy. Because joy is God-given. It's precious. Pray for joy. God will give you joy in some way. Maybe it's that Dr. Pepper you've been saving in the icebox so the kids won't see it. Or that cheeseburger. Whatever it is, guys, be in the moment. Live in the moment. Tomorrows are not promised. They're really not. They're really not. Life, your life, my life can end in a heartbeat. And you know this. Stay in the moment, stay present, and be grateful for what you have. Because, guys, you and I know it can always be worse. So buck up, smile, go hug your wife, go hug your husband, hug your kids, pet your dog, throw the tennis ball for Christ's sake. That's what they want. Again, thank you for listening to me talk about my observations in my 72 years on the planet. I thank you for it. Again, I have no axe to grind. I've killed all my dragons. I got nothing to prove. I'm just giving you observations of what I've lived through and what I can see and what I notice and how I'm living now. And if it helps you, fantastic. Well, in closing, please subscribe. It helps me stay motivated to do this. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Give me a comment. I'd like to hear from you. I know you're out there, just like me. Like I always say, guys, you can't be safe. Be sanitary. William Clark out for the Last Stand Podcast.